One of the most exciting managers football has ever given us, one of the most excellent tactician, one of the most, if not the greatest manager in the history of the game, Pep Guardiola. I'm bringing this video because of recently Pep Guardiola seems to be on the decline. And many people have come out to say, is it the end of this guy? Is it the end of Pep Guardiola? Is it the end of this special being, this incredible coach, a coach with one of the most amazing history in football, a coach with one of the greatest CVs when it comes to coaching a top club. We all know Pep Guardiola. Anywhere he goes, he has success. People play down with success by money, spending a massive money on big players. But people forget that Pep Guardiola started his football in Barcelona as a B coach, came into the first team with the players he met and won the treble 2 times with signing only 2 or 3 players. People kind of forget that this man has changed football. People tend to forget that this man has revitalized football. Now football has changed tactically because of Pep Guardiola. What he used, one of the best, if not the best squad in the history of the game. The Barcelona side of Lionel Messi, the Barcelona side of Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets, Puyol, Piqué, Vida, Pedro, Abidal, Alves. They really changed football. He was the master behind that. He was the one who orchestrated this false 9. As if that was not enough. People were saying it was Lionel Messi. He had Lionel Messi. He won the trophy because Lionel Messi was there. Xavi, Iniesta, and Busquets make things easy for him. He left Barcelona. Barcelona was into a little bit of bad run during that period. Just to show you how important Pep Guardiola is. People say, oh, the players are important. But the coach, the gesture, is the most important thing. If your gesture, if your coach is not very well structured, the team will suffer. You could see that in Real Madrid. You could see that in most of these top clubs who have already sacked their managers. Pep Guardiola left Barcelona, went to Bayern Munich, won the treble. He didn't win the Champions League. People started criticizing him. In just 1 season, he won the treble for Bayern Munich without even losing a game, I think. I think he didn't lose a game for Bayern Munich. But because he didn't win the Champions League, because he lost the Champions League to Barcelona, he was criticized. He left Bayern Munich. He went to Manchester City, a team with no history, a team with no records, a team that I can't remember if they've won any trophy. He spent 10 years in Manchester City since then, and he has won 18 trophies. He has delivered that 18 trophies. People are still coming out to say, Manchester City spent a lot. These Arab guys put a lot of billions on Pep Guardiola. That's why he won the trophy. You could call many teams that have spent billions. Arsenal have spent billions on players. They are still looking for their first trophy. Liverpool has spent billions. It took them 7 years for the club to win a trophy. But Pep Guardiola, the first season he got there, it changed the Manchester City. He won almost everything, won the treble, which most of these top managers couldn't do. I think he's the only manager apart from him and Hansi Flick have won the treble. And he has won the treble 2 times. Also, we could talk about Luis Enrique, who has won the treble. These are the coaches, but he did it 2 times before the rest of the coach did it. How many coaches have been under Pep Guardiola? Enzo Maresca. Yes, Mikel Arteta. And the list goes on and on. There are many people who learn under him. But recent breakdown, recent incidents have make everybody question the potential, question the success of this man. We could see Manchester City lose the game against Bodo Glimt, and before then they lost against Manchester United woefully, and people are kind of like forgetting what this man has done. So the question is this: what has happened? What really happened with Pep Guardiola? What is this recent run of bad form for Pep Guardiola? We could resonate this with last season. Most of the players were injured. Rodri was out of the year. De Bruyne was almost out of the club. Gundogan out of the club. Company. These are players. Aguero, he had players. Mahrez, Sterling. These are players that was being brought in by Pep Guardiola. All of them went, and he needed change. The club needed change. They had to bring in new players to adapt to his style, which is a style that most of these players you see cannot fit in very well. It depends on some certain kind of players that fit in this style. And it's been shown that this set of players that he has, or this set of new generational players that he has, needs time to adapt to this Pep Guardiola style. Maybe that is why he's struggling, because I really have been figuring out and thinking, what is the actual problem of this declining of Pep Guardiola? What is going on? What has happened? What really happened to this man who is a tactical genius, who can win you games anyhow, anyway, by dominating games? Remember, Pep Guardiola was the one that brought in this tiki-taka. Pep Guardiola that made us know what tiki-taka actually is. Pep Guardiola, anywhere he goes, you will see his hand. He is the driving force behind Manchester City success in recent years. He was the driving force for Barcelona success in recent last 10 to 15 years. The best squad you see in Barcelona, he was the one that brought them out. Remember when he went into Barcelona, Barcelona had Ronaldinho, Eto'o, Henry, all these ones. He changed everything, bring it to a team that plays passing football and have a killer in Lionel Messi. Maybe that was the problem with Manchester City recently, because during that period, Pep Guardiola was winning trophies. He had De Bruyne, who is very, very good. He had Company, who defends very well. He had Aguero, who can kill you game, who can kill a game all by himself. But this period, we have these young players who are still trying to adapt to this tiki-taka style. Many of them are still finding it difficult. But honestly, with his recent form, it just made me think, what is happening with this guy? What is happening with this once called an undefeatable coach? Now it's become normal seeing him lose games. And the worst one was losing against Bodo Glimt, the least ranked team in the Champions League, beating arguably the top 5 contender in the UEFA Champions League in Manchester City with a lot of money being spent. He has spent a lot in the last 2 years. I think he has spent a lot than he has spent the first years he came to Manchester City, and still nothing is working. The question is yet to be answered. What is it? What is wrong? What is the problem behind this Pep Guardiola's fall or defeat, or why would I say it? Because we cannot say he's already declined. We cannot say he should leave Manchester City. Remember, he already won the treble and was thinking of leaving Manchester City. But he decided to stay because he said if he's going to leave Manchester City, he had to go to a country or coach a country, a country, let's put it that way. But seeing him experiencing this loss after loss after loss after loss is just shocking, and I'm really looking for answer. I'm really looking for answer, and that's why I ask you guys here. Honestly, what do you think is the real reason behind this loss, behind this decline of Pep Guardiola? It's not yet declined. It's not over for him. Until he leaves that job, it's not yet over. I believe he can be able to revitalize that team again. I believe he's the only one that has the answer. But if you have any answer, if you have any opinion, I would like to see down in the comments below. I also want to know your thoughts on Pep Guardiola. If you think his time is up, because he has been the greatest manager. We could call names. We could call Alex Ferguson. We could call Ancelotti. We could call a lot of them. But none of them revitalize football as Pep Guardiola does. Let me know what you think about this video. Guys, we're on our way to 1,000. Without you guys, it is impossible. Give this video a like. Comment on what you think about the video. And most especially, subscribe. Because without you guys, like I said, it is impossible. I will see you in the next video. Peace.